All right, bang. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Today is Thursday, August 21st. We are still at Camp Barstool, and I'm sitting down with Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
Jerry, fired up to have you. Thanks for doing this, man.
Yeah, it's been. How did you sleep last night?
Not good. It's
Okay.
like shit.
So those who want to know, we're all in cabins.
Yes.
We're with about 6 or 7 bunkmates.
At least, yes.
I slept really well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because you were exhausted from all the content, or?
I don't know. I think it's because the windows are open.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've been told by my wife that I snore a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I do sometimes. I'm awakened by being attacked by my wife. Like, shut
Oh.
up, stop snoring. And I asked the guys that I'm with, all my bunkmates, do I snore? And they all said no. So maybe my wife was lying. Maybe this is like just been a way for my wife to like have like one up on me and like have me like owe her one. Cause I do feel like guilt and shame that I
Maybe
snore.
maybe she's having some like night terrors that she doesn't know about, thinking that you're snoring, but really she's having like bad dreams or something.
Are you a heavy sleeper?
I snore too, for sure, but I'm hit or miss. Like yesterday, I don't think I was as bad from what I understand, but then the first night I was worse. But yesterday I was fine. I slept through.
It's so fun. I gotta tell you, it's so fun. We're all here on Barstool. It's so fun seeing all the beach house kids.
Oh, yeah.
I've just been so in my phone the last like 2 weeks just to see. I'm like starstruck by Nikki Smokes, like I'm starstruck. Every time I see him, I feel like it's like Brad Pitt walking up to me, I swear to God.
For sure. No, I mean it's been a crazy ride for them. They're only halfway done.
And I want to say, like, I'm only a guest here. It just seems like such a fun company to work for. Yesterday when we were at that fire, we were all hanging out. I was like, I've never seen a work environment like this. You know, like there's a fire, everyone's drunk, someone's got a Bluetooth speaker. It's like, it's like a Mountain Dew commercial. It's like just like everyone hanging out. There was no bad vibes last night.
No, there really wasn't. It was just good vibes.
It was and like any other party you go to, music, beers, like there's always like, oh God, there's like, is a fight gonna break out? Like, what's gonna happen? There was just none of it. Really good vibes.
Yeah, no.
I went to sleep at 12:20. You?
I went to bed. I think I went up at midnight. So you beat me by a little bit, but it was good. I was still rocking. I could have kept going longer, but I think tonight's the last night. So tonight I'm going to try to go a little later. Yeah. How's your tank looking for tonight? You think you're going to run it back, or are you going to bed early tonight?
I have good energy today.
Yeah.
I have good energy. I'm also not to get boring, but I'm enamored at how Barstool, all these shows are done and how they're put out there and how we consume content. And it's so much. I thought I was coming just pretty much for the Camp Barstool, but it's like everyone's shows are here.
Yeah.
I just did part of my take. I'm doing yours. We played Werewolf last night. It was so fun. You were so good. God, you really got me when it's so funny. I was a villager, werewolf, the wolf kills everybody. The villagers get killed. But Eddie and I had a bit where I was like, dude, I'm a villager. And Eddie would always go, I swear I'm a villager. And the last game, I think we played 4 or 5 games.
5 games.
The
I was
last
a
game, I
villager
looked
every
at Eddie
time.
and I was like, I'm a villager. And Eddie went, I'm a villager. And
I was not.
Eddie killed me.
Well, I did kill you. I apologize about that.
It's all right.
Hey guys, before we really get into it, I want to talk about our good friends at Mountain Dew. You guys have been enjoying the content all week, I hope, because Camp Barstool's been awesome. We've really been having a good time here, and it wouldn't be possible at all without Mountain Dew. The way we've had these nice little mini fridges here, you can just pop in, get out of the water, get out of the kayak, finish fishing, and you can have a nice Mountain Dew. It's that fresh citrusy taste, and it's definitely been a great partner here for us at camp. Because listen, nothing says summer like Mountain Dew and camping and the outdoors and, maybe hitting a tennis ball around, shooting some hoops. This camp up here is everything, and they have a lot of Mountain Dew, so that's been a great way to keep us going as the whole camp goes on, the whole week goes on. So, yeah, nothing goes better, just hanging with your friends and you get that refreshing citrusy kick of Mountain Dew. The mountain is calling. Experience the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Grab one today. Highly recommend it. Code Red's my favorite. Obviously, Code Red got that nostalgia. I think I was in grade school when that came out, so I love some Code Red. Shout out to Mountain Dew. Go grab some. Also, ChevyDriveChicago.com. Chevy Drive Chicago has everything you need to shop and buy smart at your local Chevy dealer. It's got great styles. It's got the latest tech. You'll look good and you'll feel good about what you're driving. Now is the time to get into the Chevy family of EVs. They got the Equinox EV, they got the Blazer EV, and of course the Silverado EV. I love that Silverado EV. It's so sweet. You get the front storage. It's just a full package kind of deal. Take advantage of all the incentives today. Don't wait. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your local dealer today and test drive one. Honestly, you got nothing to lose. I don't know why you don't pop in your local Chevy dealer and be like, hey, let me test drive this EV. I want to see what it's about. Highly recommend it. EVs drive great. And if not, gas is your jam. That's awesome too. Just call them up, go test drive, see what's best for you, whether it's like the ones I just named or, maybe it's a Traverse, maybe it's a Cruise, who knows. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your local dealer today, and they'll get you all dialed in. That was a good time. Yeah, it's just a million things going on here besides the camp. So that's just Barstool. But I'm excited to talk about you, man. I'm a huge fan. Have been forever. I am, like my genres. I love horror movies. I love movies in general, and I love coming of age films.
Oh yeah. So I'm your guy.
You're my guy.
I've been in, arguably the best coming of age film ever, and Stand By Me.
Yes.
About to celebrate the 40th anniversary. Crazy.
That's actually a top 20 movie all time for me.
Got to tell you, dude. We're gonna do this thing at the end of this year. Just announced. We're gonna do screenings of it. Stand By Me, for the 40th year, and then myself and two of the other guys are gonna take questions and answers from the screening audience.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be like a cross country thing.
That's awesome.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited to sit in a theater and see that movie because it's how I first consumed that movie, is in a theater, and then afterwards hang out and just talk about it. It's a classic, man. I'm in a classic movie. Bless you.
No, really, a really classic movie. I fucking love that movie. I remember watching it as a kid with my cousins, and I'm also a huge Goonies guy.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite movies of all time too.
I do have to. I'm so sorry, and I'm not insulted in any way. I'm not in Goonies.
Oh, I know you're not in Goonies.
Yeah.
I know you're not in Goonies.
No, but a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you're the guy from Goonies," and I have to say no, that's not me. And now I just I've stopped fighting, so I just go, yeah, I'm in Goonies, but on a podcast, I didn't want you to get
no. Where I was going with that was I'm a huge Goonies guy as well, and we talked about seeing it on the big screen. They had their 30th or 35th or 40th anniversary last year, and I took my nephews to see it in the theater. So just kind of get the whole same experience and everything.
Yeah, it's a fun going to see old movies in the theater. I live in Los Angeles. There's an awesome theater called the New Beverly Cinema, owned by Quentin Tarantino, and he gets old films and he puts them up every night. Every night there's a different old film in there. And man, you catch some gems in there. Some gems. I saw a film, sorry we're going off on tangents here.
No, I love this.
Man, I saw a film called Blue Collar starring Harvey Keitel and Richard Pryor. And it was about guys in Detroit who decide they're going to steal from their union. And it's just so raw. And I would have never seen that movie. And it was playing at the New Beverly Cinema, Quentin Tarantino's film place. And I went, and the theater was about half full, but it's so different than watching it at home on your TV,
Oh, yeah. I love the movies. I see 20, 25 movies a year in theaters. And
I want to hear your take on Weapons, because there's a lot of back and forth. So Weapons is a horror film that came out 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I saw it opening weekend because I didn't want to know anything about it. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a completely different film. I told all my friends to go and see it. Two of my friends who I really respect came back and went, that movie wasn't good.
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
It's my favorite movie of the year.
So scary, right?
I thought it was legitimately jumped 4 to 5 times.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Dude, I jumped too, and I went to go see it in 4DX.
Oh, really?
Which is the seats that like shake.
Yeah.
So there's a couple scares, and the seat just shook, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, dude. It was legitimate when you first. I'm not going to give anything away, but there's a few moments there where it all comes together, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, she was. There's a one performance in it that
takes the cake.
Yeah, it's really good. Hey, wait. I mean, this is our sponsor, so we might as well.
There you go. Yeah, crack one of those. I love that. But yeah, I loved it. I loved the ending too. I thought it was different. Nobody saw that coming. I think it was setting up for a classic cliche kind of ending, and it just flipped it on its head at the last second. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was better than Sinners, and I know people love Sinners. That was the hot movie early in the first, 3 or 4, or whatever, 5 months of the year. But I really liked it. But yeah, man. So how, like, going through like Stand By Me, how did the audition process? You're just a kid. Like, what do you remember most about when you were going out for that movie? Like, did you know, like, oh, River Phoenix is in it? And
no, I didn't know anyone. I don't think anyone was really that famous at the time. It's funny. I took one acting class a week when I was younger, and it was the only thing I was good at. It's funny. I couldn't really play basketball. I wasn't really that athletic. I wasn't really that smart. I was just not great at anything, but I took one acting class a week, and it was sort of an improv acting class. So our teacher would give us situations, and it was a young person's acting class. So I was young. I was like 10 when I was in it. And all the other kids were like 16 and 17. And I remember after class one day, we did a sketch where they were like, you're on the side of a building, go. Or you're on a building ledge, go. And I started joking about the pigeons, like don't kick the pigeons, playing with the pigeons. And I was doing this whole bit, and it was getting laughs. And I remember afterwards, I went outside of the acting class, and there was like the teenagers, and they were like smoking cigarettes. And there was this one guy who wore like a leather jacket, and he had like piercings. And he was like, hey man. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you were really funny in that class today. You were the funniest. And it was the first time like anyone paid me a compliment, really, and the fact that it came from this chain smoking cool teenager, it meant a lot. So it's funny, when I was in Stand By Me, I just think I was the right age. I was the right amount of looseness. It's funny. I try to I try to sort of live my life the same way. Like, you can't tell from this podcast, but I try to be loose and like funny and like just like ready for it. And like it was just right time, right place. And by the way, nobody thought that movie was going to do anything. It was a small movie. It's about 4 boys. There's no sex. There's minimal stunts. It's not a movie. There's no, these days, I think they call it intellectual property, IP, right?
Yeah.
It's all about IP. Like, that's why Weapons is so exciting, because it's a new movie. Nobody knows what it is about. Sinners is so exciting because it's a new movie. It's got to be Superman. It's got to be Thunderbolts comes from the Marvel universe. It's got to be
potential, yeah.
A sequel.
Yeah.
It's IP, there was no IP with that,
No.
And it's just really special. It's really a part of my life.
Dude,
really.
It is, man. And that's the thing. You're right. There is that. But then there's also the aspect, I think people really loved it and it really resonated with people, because just doing stupid shit and next to nothing on your bikes with your friends was a large part of everyone's life at one point.
Yeah, and it's funny. I love to see the popularity of Stranger Things, because it's like, oh, that's the new Stand By Me,
Yes.
And it's funny. There's something about people telling stories during that innocent time before girls, before girls and boys, before it's just well done. And when it happens, it's just really, really well done. I'll tell you, our director, Rob Reiner, had us rehearse things over and over and over again. We were like trained dogs almost, and once we got that down, we were able to really goof around. Listen, it's the complete opposite of what we do here at at Camp Barstool. I couldn't believe that softball game that we played yesterday where it was just like, all right, so we're going to go live and you're going to host it and just go out to the center and just like, if you want to sing the national anthem, sing the national anthem. If you know, like, just do whatever you want to do.
No worries.
And I was like, we're not rehearsing or anything. And they were like, no. And like, we have fun.
It's live. So was it a fun movie to shoot or was it kind of a grind? Because
absolutely fun. The funnest place I'd ever been.
Yeah.
I mean, almost like Camp Barstool, going out to the wilderness,
yeah,
group of people out with a job, everyone's getting paid, but out to have a good time. It was really, I really became very close with those other boys in Stand By Me. It was, I'll tell you, as an 11-year-old, when I shot that film, afterwards was tough for me because I was like, I just go back to public school and like, that's it. And like, I don't see everybody like, and people didn't call me every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it really, and it's funny too, now that I'm older and I work on sets and stuff, when it's over, I'm like, all right, see everybody. And I run out. And it's because when I was a kid, I was like, wait, we're not a family. We're not, this isn't for the rest of my life. And so it's like, I'm such a hardened like person now. I'm just like, all right, see you guys later. Bye. It's nice knowing you. Taillights. It's really,
yeah,
it's fucked up how hard we've become as adults.
Yeah. No, for sure. It is. What was the leeches scene? What were the fake leeches? Do you remember?
They were rubber leeches that they glued on us. It's so funny. If you look in that film, when we walk into, it's us walking, and then we fall into a swamp. And if you watch it, you can see I'm about to laugh when we fall in the swamp. I could not keep a straight face. I could not. I knew we were falling in. And it's so funny. It's just like, it's so funny. I know there's little bloopers that are on that movie and Stand By Me. Oh gosh, I'm sorry this is so inside Stand By Me. But
dude, I don't care.
There's another scene where one of the characters tries to dodge a train. That's what we do. Everything's around trains. And we all get mad at him and we get into a fight. And then we're walking away and you can see my microphone, my mic pack out of my pants. And that's a mistake that I always see. It was the best shooting it. It was really fun. And I really, I think I've been like chasing having that fun ever since.
What's the closest you've come on a movie set to having that much fun?
Scream 2.
Love that movie too.
And I think that's because we were all young, all making money, all shooting on location in Atlanta. We shot at a college called Agnes Scott College. And that was our college campus. And we went out every night.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, it's almost like working a Barstool. Like,
yeah.
It's like you socialize with these people, you know? And it's so funny. It's not what I'm used to at work. I mean, listen, most of the places I work, I go out of my way to not socialize with my coworkers. I'm sorry, I love my coworkers, but like everybody gets it.
Yeah, which is, and especially they were coming off the first one. You know,
everyone was like attractive. And
David.
Like, yeah, everyone was fun, and it was that was a really, really fun time.
Good time.
But it's so funny because I had been in Stand By Me. I knew what was coming. Like, all right, this will be over. So it's funny how experience sort of prepares you for
just how
life's disappointment.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I said that in the show because you sang the national anthem and I dropped the line. I was like, that's the best singing performance I've seen from Jerry since Scream 2.
So it's so funny if you watched the streams of Camp Barstool. We started with a softball game. They said to me right before, sing the national anthem. By the way, I was like borderline concerned about the lyrics. Like I've got them down, you know, but I've never been filmed doing it. Do you have all the lyrics?
No. So I've sang it at the Barstool Classic before, and obviously Big Cat sings it at Rough and Rowdy and a bunch of places too. And I talked to him about it before he sang. He's like, dude, just write it down. He's like, it's better to read it than get something wrong. And I was like, you're right. So I just wrote it down. So credit to you for.
Did you read it?
Yeah. I mean, there was like a paper there, and obviously I knew the song, but just as a reference kind of thing.
What kind of fucking American are you, man?
Listen, you know it, but you don't want to fuck it up. You know, it happens.
Wow. Well, I went paperless.
It was impressive.
Oh God. And then Oldie was there and they were like, can you sing the Canadian national anthem? So I had to memorize that in like a day. Didn't mess it up though. I don't think. Oh, did I mess it
No,
up?
I don't think you messed it up, but I did see some people that you were upset that you didn't sing the Zimbabwe national anthem for Za.
Is he from Zimbabwe?
Yes, he's from Zimbabwe.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so that's a little.
Yeah, that yeah. All right. Sorry to Zimbabweans.
But that singing
That's
scene.
really funny. Was that really a comment?
Yes, it was. It made
really
me laugh.
funny. God, commenters. It's so funny. When you work in this business, it's always like, oh, never read the comments. Never read the comments. They're always negative. They're always funny, aren't they? Yeah. God, you commenters are always so good.
There's some funny fuckers, man.
Really funny people. Really.
Yeah.
That is a funny line.
Yeah. And I had people tweeting at me, they're like, man, Scream 2, what a deep cut. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
it is funny. So I sang on a tabletop in Scream 2. That was getting back to the whole thing. It's so funny. I'm cycling now. I should have memorized the Zimbabwe national anthem and sang it. It's really funny.
Hey, you got 2 more days if you want to get that out.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Was that doing a scene like that in front of a full cafeteria? Are you just a trained actor where you're like, yeah, this is work in and out, or is it a little like,
You know what's funny? I rehearse. So for those who don't know, in Scream 2, I sing "I Think I Love You" to the lead Nev Campbell in front of a cafeteria of people. Okay. And it's funny. I rehearsed at a karaoke club. I sang it as much as I could at a karaoke club over and over and over again to A, remember the song, and B, to not be nervous singing it. So I probably sang it. I went to a karaoke night in LA at a bar. There was a cash prize. I never won. I still paid to enter. I sang it there probably 6 or 7 times, like 6 or 7 weeks.
oh, they were like, this is the I Think I Love You guy. Here he comes again.
Yeah, I'd get up and I just kept practicing. I mean, I think people have their go-to karaoke songs.
For sure, but
like,
when they see the same guy 6 weeks in a row.
yeah, but it was, it was funny. Oh, so people were making that correlation between me singing the national anthem and
Well, that's what I said in the booth. I was like, this is unbelievable. It reminds me of Scream 2 of him
That's
singing
so
I
funny.
Think I Love You.
Oh man, I couldn't hear
Oh,
you guys.
yes. No,
that's so funny.
I said that
They're
instantly.
gonna fix that today where I can hear you guys.
That's
Yeah.
great. And so that's why it was, people are like, wow, what a deep cut. I remember that scene, whatever. Because I love the screams. Like I said, big horror fan.
Yeah, that was really fun. They were like, also, I was doing a movie with like the hottest actors and actresses of the day, you know?
dude.
And like you're at dinner and you're like, God, everyone's like, I mean, it would be like, I don't know, going out with like whoever the hot
Yeah.
young
I mean, all those
actors
people
and
were at the height of their
actresses are.
powers at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Like Courtney, David.
I
Ned,
know.
Like they were all like, that was
really fun.
The limelight,
I mean, since you're asking about movies and stuff, Wes Craven, who directed it and other great horror movies, what a nice guy. What a good director. Totally knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Kind of spooky. Like how he directed, not as a person. Just really fun, fun to work with a legend, you know?
Yeah. And did you see, I think I saw the tweet when they released the promo for, was it either Scream 5 or Scream 6. They had Derek Feldman's character in the New York train map. It had like all the people who've died throughout the movies.
Oh.
And there was like a little nod to
Gosh,
Derek
that's so
Feldman.
funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It made me laugh. Yeah, that it was unjust. You should have
That's
lived.
so funny.
You should have lived. You were a good guy.
I know. I think in an earlier version of the script, I did live. I was the killer.
Oh, really?
But I think that script got leaked, so they changed the ending.
It was a big problem. Scream 3 got like through a bunch of rewrites, and there was big issues with it. I
Oh,
believe.
really?
Yeah, because the script leaked big time.
Yeah,
for
it's
that one,
funny
too.
how that happens. They're pretty secretive about that stuff. You know, I mean, like I would think about it too if I'd like leave my script, because you have to take a script with you to memorize lines and stuff. If I like left it in my car, I was like, is somebody gonna steal this? Like.
Yeah.
It's like walking around with like a piece of jewelry. You were like scared,
It's like the playbook, the guys who get their iPad stolen in an NFL team, and it's like, well, what happened to this guy? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. So was that before or after Can't Hardly Wait?
After Can't Hardly Wait. Can't Hardly Wait. Can't Hardly Wait, for those who don't know, is a movie about a high school party that's happening and like everything that happens. And I play the guy who's the college guy who comes back to the high school party. That was, God, it's so funny. I mean, I can talk about them because they're not my agents anymore. Can you believe my agents read that script? I knew the directors. I went to NYU Film. They went to NYU Film. They I think they offer. It was like my first role that I got offered. Like typically before that, for those who don't know, you audition, you carry a script, you go in. Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, I hope I get this role. All right, let me read it. Blah blah blah. And then you say, oh, you want me to do it again? You want me to do it with a little more tough? Okay, yeah. Got offered the role of Trip McNeely, who's the college guy who comes back to the high school party and tells Peter Facinelli's character, like, hey man, college isn't all that. It's like really bad. And I had just graduated college when I got that. And I had a lot of fun. And I knew the director and writer, and I knew they were open, and I had a lot of funny like ad libs and everything. And my agents were like, don't do this movie. They're not paying you anything. It's like a little like high school movie. Don't do it. And it's so funny. Like I was a young, just out of college. I was a young adult. And I was like, me telling like adults, like, I kind of think this is a good movie. I kind of want to do it. Mm-hmm. And my agents were like, no, you're not going to do it. And I was like, excuse me, sir. I'm gonna do this movie, and like you can like say okay or not. I really don't care. I'm gonna show up on set, and I'm gonna do this role, and I'm gonna do this movie. And it's so funny. Anytime somebody brings it up. By the way, this was like this was almost 30 years ago now. Yep. Like
98 or something.
Yeah, it's 26 years ago.
Yeah.
We're still talking about it.
Yes, and you had a scene.
I'm in one scene.
You're in one scene. That's it.
And it was so funny. I'm so glad. I mean, if there's any lesson to take from that, it's like, don't listen to authority. Like, don't, like, they're wrong. Thank God I did that movie. I would, do you know how upset I would be if I heard people talking about Can't Hardly Wait? And I was like, oh my gosh, I should have done that movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's an iconic teenage movie from the 90s. Of course.
It's like a famous story that, you know, somebody turned down the role of Walter White. Someone was offered it.
Yeah.
And can you imagine, like...
Yeah, I have that question on my sheet here. Do you have a role that you turned down, or maybe
no,
because
I don't turn anything down. That's the good thing about never turning things down.
Runner-up to anything that you were like, think. Man.
I auditioned for Superman once. Went in the room. Wasn't really ready to play it. Isn't it so funny? I was kind of young. And I didn't have the confidence that I have now, which is actually almost like a lack of. It's funny, when I was younger, I think you're concerned about coming off looking like you're not trying, instead of actually not. I don't want to say not caring, but not being so not being concerned about how you're gonna present yourself. So I wasn't ready. I kind of blew my Superman audition. I was like oh God, Superman needs to talk like this, and I have to be aware of myself. I auditioned for that, but it's funny being an actor. You don't really care about not getting roles. It's like that's part of the. It's so funny. The process is failure, and it really made me good in dating. Because if I asked a girl out, I truly didn't care whether it was a yes or a no. If it was a no, I completely understood. And I was like, okay, it's got to be some reason. This girl must be nuts to not want to go out with me. I mean, you're really blowing it.
Yeah.
You're blowing your life. I mean, like, I'm offering you Can't Hardly Wait, and you're not taking it. You're making a mistake. You're making a big, big mistake.
Which Superman movie was that for? Do you remember?
I don't think it ever got. It
was never
got made.
Yeah,
I think it was the one J.J. Abrams wrote.
Okay,
and I don't think it ever got made.
Okay,
and I think they were going through sort of all the young guys in Hollywood, seeing if anybody popped.
Hey guys, let's pause and talk about Game Time. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. I was looking at tickets for September 1st. That's a Monday. I believe that's Labor Day. Braves at Cubs, $54. It's a good deal. Amazing seats. You can only get that price at Game Time. You can put those savings back in your pocket and spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, a new hat, or some good old-fashioned Cracker Jacks. So go get that. Maybe you can find that deal other places, but I promise you this: If you just wait, they got those zone deals, those flash deals. The prices go down as it gets closer to the first pitch. So keep an eye on it. I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm going to go buy those Cubs Braves tickets now with Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code DOGWALK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. Barstool Golf Time. This golf season, are you looking for an easier way to get on the golf course? We've got you covered because the Barstool Golf Time app makes it easy for golfers to find the best tee times at the best prices. Stop searching all over Google. That's a hassle. And, you want to just be one click, one app, and seconds away from making your tee time. This May, they've got a big promotion going on all month long. The top 5 golfers who play the most rounds through Barstool Golf Time through May 31st, will win a Barstool Chicago HQ Tour experience. Plus, one additional winner will be selected at random for golfers who play at least one round through the app in May. Also, with every action you take in the app, you earn reward points, which can be redeemed for free merch in the Barstool store. It's a good deal. Spring is finally here. Spring is not here. Fall is just about to be here. So come golf with us. Download the Barstool Golf Time app today. Can't hardly wait. Is that were you on set for one day?
One night. It was a night shoot. Night shoots are really interesting because you show up at 9 p.m. and you work straight till 6 a.m. And it's funny, I had a day job and I had to go straight to that day job.
Oh, really?
And I'll tell you what's even funnier. I was drinking non-alcoholic beers in that scene. And you do the scene over and over again. You do a wide shot, you do a tight shot, you do it over Peter Facinelli, over me to him. And I drank in the course between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. I don't know, 80 non-alcoholic beers.
80 beers?
Yeah, I was just doing a scene and pissing, and I drove home, and we don't condone any illegalities on this show. But I was buzzed when I was driving home.
Yeah, dude, I mean, that's because there's still a little bit of alcohol in them, right? Yeah, that's crazy. But that's what it takes. It's just a million shots, a million times you get the shot. And then Tomcats. Tomcats was another movie that I liked growing up. You, Shannon Elizabeth. Who is it? The guy that eats
Gary
the
Busey.
Yes, he eats the testicle.
Yeah, it's Gary Busey. No, not Gary Busey. Gary Busey's son, Jake Busey. I apologize. Yeah, that was a raunchy comedy that I did. It was. It didn't do well in the box office. I'm just going to let you know there. I think it may have been one of my first starring roles, and it really didn't do well at the box office. We really tried, but yeah, that was a really fun time. I mean, it was very attractive people again, funny comedy. Horatio Sands, shout out Horatio. Jamie Presley, shout out Jamie. It was it was a big deal. It was a big starring. I was starring in a movie. You know?
For sure. And it's one of those movies too. That's the scene that I think a lot of people think of when he takes the bite into the testicle.
Right.
Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm not kidding. I think it was a peeled kumquat.
Really?
Yeah. There's a scene where my friend's testicles removed because he has a cancerous testicle, I think. And then he asked me to go get his testicle, and I try to go get it, and I chase it, and it goes into a lunchroom, and actually the doctor who performed the surgery actually ingests the testicle. Yeah. It was not nominated for any Academy Awards or anything.
No, but it was a perfect early 2000s. It was in the American Pie, Can't Hardly Wait era, and everyone was doing that. That was big, and that's when that was the same thing with horror, the Scream, and then I Know What You Did Last Summers were big at that moment. You know? That's just what things were in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it is. It is funny. It's
a piece of its time.
I'm digging on horror movies these days, man. I got to tell you, I love going to the theater and going to catch one.
How often do you go to the theater?
I go about once or twice a month.
Do you?
I really do. I go, there's a theater out by us that serves drinks and dinner and everything. And I have teenage daughters, so they like going to the movies. But my wife and I love Love doing movies.
It's the best. It's the one place where I feel like, because, being here, you're always on.
Yeah.
You're doing this, one place I can throw my phone and just lock in.
And we love it all. Zeppelin documentary was really good earlier this year.
Now, was that Tarantino thing? Is that just like an actors only kind of way to get
No, man.
in?
You buy a ticket.
Oh, really?
Buy it online.
Really? Okay.
It's awesome. I bet they have them in Chicago. They play like older, out of like older movies. I was working in Atlanta. Some older theater was showing The Matrix, old school.
That's
awesome to see it in a theater.
Will
Crazy.
Smith almost was Neo.
Really?
Yeah. Turned that down.
Huh.
He also turned down another movie that he's famous for. That's why I'm always interested in like the lost roles, so to speak.
I'm not on a Will Smith, Keanu Reeves
but still
level,
but everyone has their, to a degree.
I almost turned down Trip McNeely and Can't Hardly Wait. Will Smith turned down Neo.
Well, who's the biggest guy you've worked with then? It's got to be Tom Cruise, right?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, biggest star. It's really...
and that was in Jerry Maguire.
It was in Jerry Maguire. I played the quarterback, Frank Cushman, in Jerry Maguire. Movie stars are just on another level, man. It's like interesting to see them. They're like, I don't know. It must be like if you see the president or something, I mean, we're here at Camp Barstool. We're playing Werewolf. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew. Like, I'm not sure you see, you just don't see movie stars like do that. They like come in, do their job and like
get out,
and they like get out. I'm sure they have like important stuff to do. Super nice guy though. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else is like super famous. Oh, you know what? I did a play with Alan Rickman.
Okay.
And for those who don't know, he's passed away since then. God rest his soul. Doing a play with him. He was the guy who played Hans Gruber in Die Hard. He was the best.
Yeah.
Oh God, he used to say something to me that was really cool. Right before I did, like we would go on stage together. He and we had the same entrance. And before the show, he would always say, "Remember to breathe." And like, I think about that so often. Like if I'm ever like at work or like doing something and I'm like stressed out about something, I really just think of old Alan Rickman just saying, "Remember to breathe."
It's good advice.
I know.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
I was breathing a lot at Camp Barstool softball yesterday.
When's the last time you talked to Feldman?
I talk to him, I don't know, about once a month. I throw him a text. He was on tour this summer, his band, so he was very busy rocking out. I'll see him when we do this Stand By Me thing. Oh, yeah, I should plug that. You can click, God, I wonder if I have it in my bio. I must. Click on my bio for tickets.
Because he's in it. He's involved in this too?
Yeah. He's
awesome.
He's a fun guy. He's a doing well, I was worried about him. I'm not worried about him anymore.
Oh, that's great. I think a lot of people live in that state where they're like worried about him.
Yeah.
So
he's doing great. For those who don't know, he was my co-star in Stand By Me. He's a character.
And he did the double. He did Stand By Me and Goonies.
He did Stand By Me and Goonies. Maybe that's why everyone thinks I was in Goonies.
I don't know why. I didn't think that, for the record. People are going to think that I thought that. I didn't. It was Jeff Cohen. I actually asked him to come on the show, and he's like, "Sorry, I can't do it. I'm a lawyer now," but he gave me a signed Truffle Shuffle picture.
Oh, that's so
funny.
funny.
He mailed it to me. It's really cool.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was really cool. I got to put it on the studio.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, Feldman, man, so many legendary movies he was in.
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of people confuse me with
Jeff Cohen?
Jeff Cohen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who was in Goonies. Yeah.
Yeah, really. That's interesting. I don't.
And one of my kids goes to school with someone who grew up with him. So I'm like one degree of separation. I have to meet that guy someday.
Oh, you never met him?
No, I never met him.
Really? You definitely do. Can you tell the whole Lardass story, like front to back still, you think, or no? Not asking you to do it, but I'm saying, do you think
Lardass was a character from Stand By Me. I mean, I'm just assuming some people haven't seen Stand By Me.
I know.
I'm
for sure they probably haven't, but this is.
My kids who are teenagers still haven't watched Stand By Me.
Really?
Yeah, they just like if it's not a 15-second clip, they're not watching it.
If we get the fire going down there today, can you give the whole thing of the whole Lardass story?
It's funny. So we're at a campfire in Stand By Me, and Will Wheaton's character, one of the guys, tells a story about. It's like a young Stephen King telling a story about someone who gets revenge on a town by throwing up everywhere, a barfarama, and this is really funny.
Legendary. See, I told you I'm a fan of all here. I know the insides here.
So funny.
That's a legendary scene. Just a legendary scene. And then we first met in 2015. I was doing an internship at the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
And I was working like the phones or something. I was 24 years old.
Yeah, I met you in the back office.
Yes, exactly. And I remember he was like, "What's up, man? My name's Jerry." He's like, "Don't let any of these guys give you any shit." And I was like, "That's nice. It's Jerry O'Connell telling me that."
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's so fun with Barstool. Like, I was an early days Stern fan. I listened all the time, and it's just that sort of like, it's a lot of things. It's sort of the same with all this Barstool content. It's like your own. It's stuff you listen to on your headphones. It's stuff you listen to in your car. It's so private. It's such like a private relationship, you know. It's funny, but I do remember going there, and what a crazy place to work. That's why I said that to you there, because those guys are.
Dude, yeah. No, I'm very grateful that I've gotten the chance.
And by the way, much like Barstool, they were like sort of the first ones to be like, "Hey, let's do the show about the people."
Yes, the back office.
The back office, yeah.
No, yeah, very grateful that I've gotten the chance to see both worlds, because a lot of people are too young to realize just what. And I'm not saying anything bad about the show now, but to just to know what that show was back in the day was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, all shows have like, you know,
For sure, yeah.
Stern's had a good run, you know.
Great run. The best radio run ever. You know? But it was and I love my time there. I was, you know, we were assigned a mentor before the semester, and my mentor was Richard. So I had to like write back, like, yeah, the guy who like had Sarah Silverman smell his balls like last week is my mentor, and get college credit for that. So that was funny to explain. But yeah, it was. I definitely remember that. That was cool that you did that. And I remember, isn't the story go that didn't your mom teach Beetlejuice?
Okay, so for those that listen to Stern, there's a character named Beetlejuice,
Yes,
on there, and he's a guy who's from Jersey City. And he's a real character.
Yes.
And he's a character.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a public school teacher in Jersey City. She's originally from Jersey City, and not only was I know him as Lester. Not only was Lester her student, but he was her student for like. I mean, my whole childhood into my adulthood. He was her student for. I got to tell you, over a decade.
Really?
Yeah. And I grew up with him. I was very close with him. Very, very close with him. So I'm not in contact with him now.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, my last name is O'Connell. He used to always call my mom Miss O'Connell. Miss O'Connell. So for a long time, we always call my mom Miss O'Connell. Miss O'Connell with like a T.
In honor of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I was really happy for him on the Stern show. He's got a whole life. He's selling, I think he sells vape juice.
Yeah, I think he
juice?
he used to show up to bachelor parties if you paid him or something like that. He carved out a whole nice little life. Were you stunned the first time you saw him on the show?
You know, I was a little worried he was going to be on the show. I was worried they were making fun of my buddy Lester,
Yeah.
But I don't think my personal opinion is that they're not making fun of him, that he's part of he's part of it, and they're really nice to him. But
Totally, man. That's the thing. There people will try to spin it that way for sure, but people revere these whack packers.
Yeah.
You know, people revere. I do. Who's your favorite whack packer?
I'm gonna say the guy who lives in the Poconos area. See, he's always talking about having sex with the postal workers. Come around, see.
That's your number one.
Yeah, he's my number one.
Tan Mom, I always liked her. Yeah, she was really funny.
You gotta say Eric.
Eric is a legend.
Eric the actor. He was really funny.
Hey, dipshit.
By the way, I'm sorry if I got the dates wrong. He and I had a Twitter exchange, I think days before he passed away.
Really?
Yeah, days. I still have it. I have a photo of it. I save it, all of it.
Yeah.
They're all funny. You can imitate all of them.
Oh yeah.
What was the name of the young lady? I don't want to curse on your show. Who always
I forget which one that was.
Little Lupe.
Okay. Yeah, dude.
Was really funny.
So many Gary.
Sour Shoes.
Sour Shoes is great. He would call so constantly.
I know. Really funny. Just all of them. I could go on and on with the Rat Crackers.
Yeah. He would call the phones and, have, hey, Stern Show. And he'd be like, hey, this is Gary. Can I please talk to Sal? And I'm like, all right, this is Sour Shoes. I'm like, sorry, Sour, not today. I hung up and it was Gary. So I just hung up on him as an intern at one point. Yeah, I'll never forget that. But he was so good. His Gary impression was so just spot on. It was lights out. But that's so cool. So does so no contact with Lester Beetlejuice at all anymore?
No. I think I follow him on social medias, but I don't even know if it's him that's doing it.
Yeah, but he seems to be doing well. And like we said, he's carved out a nice little life.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm really proud of him.
That's awesome. And then how did everything come to be with you and Part of My Take? I know you were just appeared as a guest one time and you guys hit it off, or?
I think the first year of their podcast, I was doing a TV show for Hallmark. The Hallmark Channel. And they said, hey, we're going to do a tour in New York. And I went, hey, I listened to this sports podcast. Can you get me on there? And they were like, that's not really our demo, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, I know, but like, it'll be fun. If you're flying me to New York, like, let me go hang out with these guys for an hour. I love the NFL. And it was funny listening to their show. I always noticed they never talked about fantasy football. Like they had a thing about like anti-fantasy football. And I love fantasy football. I love it. I love it. It's my life. And I went on there and I was like, hey guys, you don't talk about fantasy football enough. Let me tell you about how I draft with fantasy football. And I have self-diagnosed OCD, so I haven't been professionally diagnosed. But I had to have like a Brown on my team. I had to have a Jaguar on my team. I have to have players on my team, or else I don't feel like my team is complete. It was really weird things. And we really hit it off. So that I came back like a year later, and I had a list of players that I would never draft again or teams that I would never draft from again because they really fucked me over and they're dead to me. And then that turned into, they entered this really high-end fantasy league where they pay a lot of money to play. And for the show, they made me the manager of it. And I had to really actually do research. There was real money at stake here. I had to actually do research. Now, with my wife's permission, I pay for 1/3 of that. And we are in this really high-end fantasy thing. And then I come on once a year and I give them who we're drafting and why we're drafting them. And I try to I try to throw in jokes and all that sort of stuff. And we have such a good time. I just, Barstool and PFT, Big Cat and PFT, they, to me, they're the funniest, man. They really crack me up. Their banter, their rapport, and they do what I'm going to call sort of like the sports downbeat. So they don't talk about the fact that, they don't talk about the fact, let me come up with a really good downbeat joke that they talk about. Let me think. They don't talk about, Travis Kelce, is he getting older? Is he having trouble making catches? They talk about, is he maybe tired because he's in a relationship where he's doing things that isn't football about. It's the downbeat. They talk about I'm trying to keep it positive, but a team where a player has been maybe arrested or something. Yeah. They go into the details of the arrest as opposed to say it's the sports downbeat. It's the stuff that I find to be really funny. It's just my humor, and I really I really admire those guys.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, they're number one for a reason, right? So that's awesome. I remember seeing when he first got involved with them and knowing that you were in the Stern universe, I was like, man, he's perfect. Like, it was so cool to see you go from both, like from there to here. So it's been fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
How'd you meet Rebecca?
I met my wife, Rebecca Romaine, famous actress, is Mystique in all the X-Men movies. I met her at a Maxim Hot 100 party. You remember the Maxim magazine?
Yes.
She was number 9, whatever. And she was in the VIP area, and I made a beeline for her. She was newly single, and we started dating. And I mean, it's so funny. People are like, oh, when did you know she was the one? It's like, well, like always, I don't judge people physically, but very attractive and like rich and funny and like everything. And it's just, I'm actually still in a state of shock that I'm with her, to be honest with you. She's supermodel, and I'm, no offense to where we're at, but I'm at Camp Barstool kissing oldie on a baseball field.
Hey, you're Trip McNeely.
I'm Trip McNeely. Yeah, Trip McNeely is with Mystique. What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I always love the jokes you make about that. It's like, yeah, would you believe that the kid from Stand By Me is with number 9 of Maxim? That's funny. If you can go back, besides Stand By Me, and obviously I know Scream is one of your favorites now too. If you could go live the experience of shooting one of your certain movies again, what would you pick?
I mean, Stand By Me was so fun and like just innocent and just didn't know. Honestly, the really fun thing about Stand By Me was that I didn't know it would ever like be over, Yeah. I mean, there's no regrets in my life. I don't regret any, like, I don't like want to go back and do anything. What's
was
funny?
It a hit instantly? Sorry.
Stand By Me, no, it was slow.
So it came later.
So back in the day, they used to release movies. They'd stay in the theaters for at least a couple of weeks. And then these days, that doesn't happen. If something comes out and doesn't do well, they got to put something in there that gets people in there. I probably would have, I live in LA and I moved to LA. I probably would have stayed in New York if I was going to do something. I mean, I'm very happy. I met my wife, my kids and everything. I'm in California. But as an actor, from an actor's standpoint, like, I think it's like, you get a little more street cred if you're from New York and do plays more and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's something. I was just, I'm from the East Coast. I couldn't believe how warm it was in February. I'm not even making a joke. I spent one winter in LA and I was like, I will never, why do people live like that?
Yeah.
But it is true. Like, there's like, theater is like something I've really gotten into and done a few like Broadway shows and stuff. It really is like the, it's like the street fighting of acting, it's, like the real tough people go do theater. So I wish I had, I wish I had, kept more roots in New York. Mm-hmm. That's, I mean, you asked like, what would you like go back on? Yeah. You mean go back to film? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had a great time on everything. I'd probably, I don't know, start at the beginning of this podcast, be a little more entertaining.
No, listen, this is what I wanted. I wanted to get inside baseball with you because, like I said, I like so many of your movies. So
it was so funny. I was asking Memes, who works on Part of My Take. I was like, hey, Eddie just asked me to go do the show. And I was like, well, what should I do? He's like, it's a wide range of topics, man. Just be yourself. Just talk.
That's it. No, yeah. Like, I know. I get it. You're probably like, oh, I got to do. This is great. It was fun to hear about everything. And is that like, would you do a TV like another TV show? Obviously.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. There's less TV shows on now. There's like less, there's really only a couple streaming places, so jobs are a little scarce, like acting jobs, like me going to audition and all that stuff. It's a little leaner now, I think the business is leaner. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people get their entertainment from watching from watching Barstool, it's not like, this would have only been possible on Fox Sports 1, ESPN 2 back in the day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whereas now it's like people can just go to, I mean, where do most people watch your podcast?
YouTube, or they listen on
Yeah.
Spotify or Apple. Yeah.
YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so it's like changing in that sense. But I have a couple things working. But it's funny, I have a superstition thing where I don't talk about
What you're doing now?
like I don't talk about like things that are like happening because they're probably not going to happen. So why even talk about it? It's almost like it's like a superstition thing, you know?
Yeah, I got stuff you're excited for though.
You know what I'm really excited for, and I'm not even kidding, is my wife is in the new Avengers movie.
Oh,
and,
hell yeah.
It's a really big deal that that she is a part of it, you know?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's because that is literally the pinnacle of the entertainment industry these days. Those are the movies that make the most money. Those are the movies that get you the most clout.
Yeah.
And my wife is in it, and it's especially exciting. I can say this: my wife, I don't know if my wife can or can't, but my wife was in the first 3 X-Men, then took a break for the next couple X-Men, and is now coming back as herself, and that's like really fun because you were invited to the party, you were uninvited to the party, and then everyone at the party was like, no, come back, come
We
back.
liked her. Yeah.
So it's really exciting. I'm really excited for my wife.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see that. I'm not a big comic book movie guy, but I'll watch that one.
Yeah, it's funny. I personally, I am not either. But they're everything. I'm telling you, they're what runs the entertainment
Oh, yeah,
industry now.
for sure.
It runs it. And so
Yeah, like that, like we talked about those 98 to 2000, early 2000s. Like a lot of those movies just don't get made anymore.
just don't. I would love to do a superhero movie sometime.
Yeah.
It would be really fun. I mean, to me, like some of those guys, like Robert Downey Jr. is so good. Like he's good in Iron Man.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd is so good in Ant-Man. Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is so good in Deadpool.
Yeah.
So they're good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the big time
That's
these
it.
days.
That's it. All right. It looks like we got to run to the water sports day.
Oh gosh, I better get down there and.
Yeah. But I thank you so
Hey
much. for
man,
jumping
this
on,
is
dude.
really fun.
This was fun. Yeah. Appreciate it, Jerry. That's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys on Tuesday.